Daily Top Reddit for Tuesday, 2023 July 18th. In r/NoStupidQuestions, you get $10 million, but you have to make one species extinct. What do you do? Hopefully for other people will join me in eliminating the 5 malaria-causing species of Plasmodium. In r/Damnthatsinteresting, this is how much food you can get for the cost of a pack of cigarettes in Australia. Just pointing out that the photo is about 3 years old if not older. Wonder how much of that food you could actually buy with the current prices in stores. 0. In r/AskReddit, what food are you a bottomless pit for? Chips and salsa. In r/MadeMeSmile, drunk Scottish guy wakes up in the wrong house.
So hold on a minute, right? Genuinely, this couple have woke me up, right, on their couch, right? This is absolute gospel, right? This couple have woke me up, right, and went, like, who are you, right? And I'm like, they told me I was at this party last night here, and they're like, there was no party. I'm like, no, there was. I remember the Northern Lights, right? And he went, no, trust me, there's no party here last night. You just woke up on our couch, right? So I went to get a taxi last night. Gospel. I went to get a taxi last night, the taxi's left, and I've come into the Rang house. I've come into the Rang house, got a cover, went to sleep. And this couple woke me up this morning like that. Who are you?
That was the cover we were sitting at the fire with last night.
So what I've done is, instead of getting back into the party, I went into the house next door. And thank God, this woman's from Glasgow, so she's like, and we're welcoming. Cup of tea, a fag. Oh, they're like, the party was next door. No danger. They're like, you've woke up and there's a pot of noodles. I must have been made myself. Oh, man. Honestly, thank you very much for being so understanding.
This would probably happen here in Newcastle as well. I think the Scots and Geardies are very similar in this respect. In r/politics, young Americans blame SCOTUS, GOP for unforgiven student loan debt. And those young people would be accurate. In r/AskReddit, straight dude of Reddit, what is the strangest thing you have been told not to do because that's gay? Drinking any fruit-based alcohol. Apparently they are all for women. In r/facepalm, now this is too far. Mercedes locks faster acceleration behind a $1,000 to $100 annual paywall. Get your battle pass right now and unlock the full potential of your car, for which you already paid full price. Isn't it amazing? Tier goals like drive 10,000 miles, full car of friends, strangers, listen to music for 5 hours straight, signal 5 times, parallel park. In r/am I ugly, 26 FR truerateme thinks I'm ugly. Let's see if 2 subreddits think I'm ugly lmao. Arceon for ZZ equals BS greater than equals AI. Are your face tats traditional, cultural, or an aesthetic choice? You're not ugly. They are cultural. I am Inuit. In r/today I learned TIL Jet Li turned down a role in The Matrix Reloaded because Hollywood producers wanted to record and copy all of his martial arts moves into a digital library with all IP rights owned by them. I can't say I'm surprised. In r/random thoughts, I like saying the word unfathomable. What's your word? Unbelievable. I'm Swedish and I say this almost every day despite the fact. In r/next fucking level, fascinating details about Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson, where are you? 152 movie titles, 27 billion in box office, more than any other actor. Here's what you don't know. These are the organizations that Samuel L. Jackson give to. Alzheimer's Association, American Institute for Stuttering, American Red Cross, Artists for New South Africa, Bedford-Stuyvesant Restoration Corporation, Black Economic Alliance, The Brain Trust, Cedars-Sinai, Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS, Carousel of Hope, Children's Defense Fund, Earth Island Foundation, the Hollywood Foundation for Autism and Parkinson's Disease, In a Perfect World Foundation, the Joseph Lowery Institute for Social Change, Magic Johnson Foundation, Spelman College, Morehouse College, NAACP, Legal Defense Fund, National Action Network, Kidney Foundation, Solutions Coalition, the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History, Spelman College, United Negro College Fund, and the Urban League.
Edit, he's a national treasure. In r/today I learned TIL, Momofuku Ando, the inventor of insta ramen, believed his noodles could cure world hunger. Over the decades, he would shout quotes to his employees, which includes, "Mankind is noodlekind. What are you doing now? And peace will come when people have food," which are in the employee handbook. Well, it solved college hunger. In r/next fucking level, simply writing it would be an understatement. Damn, that footwork is hypnotizing. In r/absolute units, who was this made for? League of Legends players. In r/next fucking level, boxing bullied.
Touch gloves and then get it on. Listen, mate, don't do that again. Don't get disqualified. You understand? Stop. 1, 2, and 3. Chasing it for Kadovic, and Kadovic is hanging on to end it. Is going to the nation. See, no shot there from Kadovic. Kadovic needs to get underneath and. His right hand as well. There's the right hand and he goes again. The second knockdown in this second round for Andre Mikhailovic. He wobbles back up. 35 seconds to finish. Takes it
1 second, mate. I just want to know the truth, okay? I just heard that you said that you want to hard break stuff. Is that true? You think you're tough? You think you're... No, sorry, bro. This is no respect. Don't worry about the names. This is my reputation. If someone's involved in the... He's not you. But... I still with you in the ring. No, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going to do nothing. If you think you're tough, come on. Come on. He's not around, mate.
Why wasn't he disqualified for the stomach punch before the fight? Because the ref wanted to witness the karma ensue. In r/true unpopular opinion, I 30F believe tattoos on females look like shit and make you look uglier 100% of the time. I 30F truly believe tattoos make women look worse and that they increase your beauty by 0%. In fact, tattoos take away from female beauty by a large margin. Never once saw a tasteful tattoo on a female, ever. Never thought a woman looked hotter from a tattoo. I always get raked for saying this, but tattoos on women are fucking ugly, are seldom tasteful, and only highlight that you're trashy IMO. Tattoos on women are a cry for desperation, attention, and need to be cool, liked, part of the crowd. I love how women forget they will age and their tattoo will look rancid when their skin ages also. Edit. Somehow I've gotten banned for 3 days due to this thread. Someone reported me as threatening violence, in which I never did. Seems I've touched a nerve here to say the least. To those saying I'm jealous, please get out of here with that kindergarten BS. I'm in no way jealous of your decision to get ink. I don't even dislike women, people with tattoos. I just don't respect their decision to get tattoos. Doesn't mean I rule out this entire class of people, so to speak. To those saying I have had an ex leave me for a girl with tattoos, absolutely not. Please stop trying to make me sound crazy for not having the same idea of beauty as you. Like I get it. You're proud of your decision and you don't regret that you're stuck with it for life. I'm not jealous of your thought process or body art. I'm not offended. I just don't like it and I'm allowed to have that opinion. To those asking about my opinion on men's tattoos, I actually like them on men. They can be hot for sure. Obviously, not every tattoo is a good one though. To those calling me misogynistic, I find that funny. If I said I didn't want to date women with brown hair, would I be misogynistic? It's just a physical preference. It's not that deep. It's just how I feel about women and body art. In fact, I'd say it's less of an offensive opinion than not wanting to date brunettes, hair color you are born with, tattoos you are not. Zoxoxo. Edit 2. Thank you for all the people in my inbox telling me to starve myself and kill myself and highlighting my eating disorder. Sorry you're so insecure that an internet stranger doesn't like your trash-ass tattoos. Maybe you should do some self-reflection on that. Go to therapy. Or even maybe get some ink about the time a girl online hurt your little feelings. Edit 3 to mods. I cannot report chats or messages or even reply to them being that I've been wrongfully banned. I'm getting multiple harassing chats, like 20 messages so far, from one woman alone, and there is nothing I can do about it. Can you please help me out? This bullying is insane. No one deserves this treatment for an unpopular opinion. I know I'd never treat someone who likes tattoos this way. Why do you guys think it's cool to do this to someone who dislikes tattoos? WTF. Edit 4. I love people who say I'm overweight judging off a pic of my handsome foe. I've been in enough therapy to know I am not even a little bit fat. Talking about my relapse with my eating disorder, classy. I truly hope you never have to struggle with it. Calling me a pick-me and saying I am a femcel. Lol, I am in a happy relationship of 2 years with a guy who even has tattoos. Going through my post history and talking about my mental health. Seems like an insane thing to do over a stranger disliking your ink that I have never event witnessed or said to your face that it's ugly. Berate me for the fact that I've been to a tanning bed, that I like astrology. Wow, people with tattoos totally are not trashy whatsoever. I must have been wrong about my previous statement about you guys. I take it back. You guys are totally the best, totally level-headed people. The death threats, the people telling me to kill myself, the people telling me to starve myself, the people calling me fat, great community of tattooed people you all are. Totally normal people and not unhinged whatsoever. Totally not offended by my unpopular opinion in the true unpopular opponent subreddit. I guess it's an unpopular opinion, but not one I can get fired up about. Liking tattoos is very subjective. The only thing I think that's worth challenging is this. Tattoos on women are a cry for desperation, attention, and need to be cool, liked, part of the crowd. My friend had a rough childhood and was a really bad self-harmer as a teen. She had awful scars all over the insides of her forearms. When she hit 30, she was at a good place in her life and was sick of all of the looks she'd get when people would notice her scars. So she got a beautiful floral design on both arms to cover them up. She loves them and is far more confident in going bare-sleeved now. This is exactly what I did. My scars made me feel so much shame. I'd go to the doctor to have blood drawn and feel so much embarrassment. Even just wearing a t-shirt or tank top made me feel uneasy. I finally made the decision to cover them with a tattoo that meant something to me. Something involving my mama and sister, two of the strongest women in my life that I've lost and been blessed to know. Now I look at it and feel strength and love. Proud to show my arm off. It took away all the shame I felt from self-harming myself when I was younger. I'm so glad your friend was able to experience this too. It's honestly such a freeing feeling. In r/politics, Democrats planning major push to unseat Ted Cruz, Josh Hawley in 2020 for race. I have a hard time seeing them get Hawley, especially in a presidential year. Unless this is some 5D chess shit to divert NRSC money from Ohio and Montana. In r/today I learned till that after Colonel Sanders sold KFC, he still made surprise visits to KFC restaurants. If the food disappointed him, he'd denounce it as goddamn slop or knock it on the floor. In 1973, KFC's owner sued him for libel after he publicly called their gravy sludge with a wallpaper taste. Man, imagine going to KFC and a drunken colonel himself walks in and starts causing a huge scene and calling the food goddamn slop. It would be hilarious, IMO. In r/not interesting, please keep it boring or I swear to God I'll do nothing about it. JX Ramina 7 Watt for a Tread Ramina, can you describe your favorite movie as boring as possible? 17th, 18th to the 2nd of July 20, buffer. 3 friends like bowling, one of them dies. The 2 remaining still go bowling. In r/me in real life, mural. Reminder that Tarantino wrote a scene in Dusk Till Dawn where Salma Hayek pours tequila down her leg and forces a guy to drink it by sucking on her toes and then cast himself in that role. Then she tried to eat him. In r/movies, The Rock has to be the most overrated movie star of our time. I seriously struggle to understand how people like him so much. I think he is one of the most boring actors in modern cinema. Not because he's not good at what he does. He is good at what he does, but what he does is literally always the same thing. In Central Intelligence, he's The Rock. In Tooth Fairy, he's The Rock. In Jumanji, he's The Rock. In Fast and Furious, he's The Rock. In Skyscraper ridiculous film lol, he's The Rock. For me, it's like, seen one, seen 'em all. None of his roles are ever surprising or elevate above any of the other roles to me, and I feel like anyone can predict literally everything his character is going to do in any given movie, which generally boils down to punch bad guys, make physically intimidating candy-ass type comments that remind you of his WWE days, and save the day in unbelievably heroic fashion. Do audiences never get tired of it? I can't get excited to go see a new movie he's starring in because I know he's going to give the exact same performance I've seen a dozen times before. And I dunno, the lack of range is just not exciting to me. There are other people who kick ass and make good action films who are not nearly as limited, so I feel like it can't just be that. And I can understand why he's popular, obviously, but one of the most popular. Obviously, I think I'm one of the odd men out on this one because all his films gross like at least $500 million, except for Black Adam, lol. So I am more than willing to just take the L on this opinion, but I'm always like, how are people actually excited to go spend their money on the same thing again and again? What do you like about The Rock? What's your favorite film of his? Help me understand. Honestly, my favorite film he did is likely going to be The Rundown, which is what, 20 years old now? I think he is pretty aware of the kind of actor he is, and he isn't going for roles in search of critical acclaim. He goes in looking to make money even if the film is ridiculous, and likely is smart enough to hedge his bets in other ventures to try and always have a stream of income when those movie roles dry up. I also enjoy The Rundown, but after rewatching recently, it's more because of Stifler and Walken. 85% of The Rock's dialogue is come on, hurry up, shut up, move now. Maybe that was done intentionally. It's part of his character. In r/politics, Trump says he is about to be arrested again after letter confirms he's target of January 6th grand jury. This guy is getting really familiar with the arraignment process. He's gonna slam those little fingers on the fingerprint pad like a pro. In r/white people Twitter, Bushy's big mad. MT Midas rude, they're not taking it well, you guys, e.g. Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene pay at Rep. MTG Jack Smith is a lousy attorney. His career is filled with mistrials, overturned cases, and judicial rebukes. He only targets Republicans because he's a weak little bitch for the Democrats. E29 AM, July 18, 2023 to 76.2K views 35K. A weak little bitch who is going to put your daddy in prison, Marge. In r/white people Twitter, we need to elect Adam Frisch and send Bobo back to the trailer park. Harry Sissinat at Harry J.S. is son Lauren Boebert is F***king disgusting. She threw away a pin given to her honoring mate Rodriguez, a child who was killed in the Uvalde school shooting. She threw it away in front of the people who gave it to her. What the actual F***ck? Here's the video, youtube.com link. If that isn't in every campaign ad for her opponent, somebody is not doing their job. In r/old school cool, an extremely brave woman jumps from plane to midair to change a landing gear. 1926. That's Gladys Ingle, probably the most daring wing walker who ever lived. She did stunts that literally no one else would do, including stuff like this plane-to-plane transfer and a top wing stand while the plane did a full loop. She lived to a ripe old age and died in her bed. She never even broke a bone doing stunts. And despite it looking staged, this stunt was not. They were doing a show and a stunt pilot's wheel fell off on takeoff. She strapped a wheel to herself and went up and saved him. It was by all accounts not planned. In r/unexpected, everything is just fine. Cat lights his tail on fire and doesn't care, but turn on a vacuum and it loses its mind. In r/damn that's interesting. 51 years old Tim Shaddock and his dog Bella rescued off the coast in Mexico after being stranded in the Pacific Ocean for months, and they survived by consuming raw fish and drinking rainwater. Whatever method of fishing he used must have been quite effective. Months out there and he was able to sustain himself and his dog pretty well. Outstanding. In r/roast me, my boss lost a work contest and now has to get Reddit roasted, and we will read these comments on air all week long. Go hard. Backstory. We are a nationally syndicated morning radio show where we make a living telling dick jokes and being assholes to everyone on air. This is one of the hosts, Lex, and he lost a contest, so he has to get Reddit roasted, and we will read these comments on air every morning this week. Thanks and have fun. When the creative people are on strike and you're trolling Reddit for content because the fat drunk you put on air every day isn't entertaining by himself. In r/oddly satisfying, proficient generational cat mermakers. That tiny little smile at the end, smiley face. In r/facepalm, man complains when wife refuses to invest child's college fund in Truth Social. Wife isn't a believer, guys. Need help in how to convince the wife to back off? She is threatening to leave if I invest anymore. We have about $170,000 in an account for our son's college. I legitimately know there is a risk to use that money, but I know that if we put it all in, we're going to come away with so much more. Anyone else getting pushback like this? And what arguments are you using to make your case? In the end, it's family finance, so it's my call completely, but it would be nice to have her voluntarily in compliance with my decision. This is a new level of dumb. I'm confused. It's family finance equals his call completely. Get this man a dictionary for the word family. The end. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day and hope to see you again tomorrow.